Hello everybody, welcome to RBND Reviews. I am Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And Dave found a movie on Netflix. It's called The Fantastic Fear of Everything. It's by Simon Pegg.
A Fantastic Fear of Everything, but yeah, it stars Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg plays this writer who's trying to write a script for television about serial killers. So he's doing research by looking at the crimes of Victorian serial killers, and soon he becomes so paranoid that he starts to suspect everyone is out to get him. People in the street, the whole shebang.
I've been carrying a carving knife around with me for 3 weeks due to an irrational fear of being murdered. I couldn't sleep at night. As soon as I got into bed, I started seeing killers. These killers were the subject of a series of plays I had been writing for television. The nature of the project necessitated research into heinous Victorian criminals, and I had unwittingly familiarized myself with all the famous hackers, dosers, and severers of the 19th century.
It was advertised on Netflix as a comedy. Dave, what drew you to this movie?
Well, I'm a big Simon Pegg fan. I've been watching like scary movies and thrillers since it's Halloween season right now. So when I seen this one on Netflix, I was like, oh, I had never heard of this one before, because I know there's a lot of his movies just come out obscurely, and even if they're like not in theaters for very long, or they never were in theaters, because I don't even remember this one being in theaters or advertised. I think this came out in like 2010 or 11 or something.
2012.
2012.
Yeah, 2012, yeah.
But I don't remember this being in theaters, so this may have been like a TV movie or just a straight-to-DVD release, or maybe this was just something for Netflix only. I don't know, but...
Well, based on what I found, I think it was released in the UK. I don't think it was given a wide theater release here. I think maybe over here it made it straight to DVD. Did this movie live up to your expectations, Dave?
It's funny. It's not his best movie, I'll give it that, but it is kind of funny, and kind of reminds me of like some other old thriller films where people are like, they think they're being chased and whatnot, like old noirs and all that.
My situation became unbearable. I suspected everyone and everything. Innocent passers-by, creaks in the corridor.
This movie, I'll give it this. I thought the movie was okay. I think what definitely sold me with the movie was Simon Pegg. Like, there's a lot of scenes where he's by himself. There's a lot of voiceover here, but it's not intrusive. It goes very well with what you're seeing on the screen. And I think Pegg does a lot of good visual stuff with it, with his face. And he's very good with inflections of the dialogue, especially when he's talking about how he thinks people are after him. I think he really carries the film. I also liked how the film was shot, with the lighting, because there's points in the movie where Pegg thinks he sees stuff and it turns out to be something else. And when I kept watching, rewinding back, thinking, wait, what was that? Was that what that was? And it turned out, oh no, it was something else. So I think they really did a good job with the lighting. I thought the movie was a little bit too long. It's 100 minutes. I think when I was watching it, Dave, I kept thinking I would have loved to have seen this as a 1-hour TV drama, because I feel like after a while they were trying to add stuff to it. There's only so much you can do with the story of having a TV writer, be afraid of stuff. I felt
it almost seemed like they didn't know exactly like where to go with it, and like how to end it, and like where to end it. So they were just like, they were trying to piece things together the best they could to make it make sense. It was kind of like how most like typical British TV goes, kind of, where they keep going with it until they run out of ideas.
Yeah, because there's at the middle, I thought dragged a little bit. There's some stuff where I was like, why is that even in here? Because they start talking about, they start to focus on his personal phobias. I mean, Paul Freeman plays his psychiatrist. He was good in it, but I felt like, okay, that kind of veers away from what's been going on the whole time. Yeah. I thought they got it together at the end, kind of. But overall, I enjoyed it. I didn't really laugh. I definitely kind of saw more, I guess, dramatic aspects of it, perhaps. But when I was watching, I kept thinking, well, if they were still making hour TV dramas, this would be very good. I think Simon Pegg is definitely the reason to see this movie. Mm-hmm. He's very good in it. I just think it was a little bit too long.
It is kind of too long. It would have been good as like maybe like a serial, like broken down into like separate episodes. I mean, I don't know if that's what they did over in Britain or not, and then they just maybe like put it into like one big movie like later on when they released it.
All right, now we're going to open the floor to you guys. What did you, if you have seen this movie, what have you thought? Are you going to check it out? Go ahead and post your comments, and if you're curious, visit our main page and look at our other reviews. Thank you for watching.